What's going on, guys? It's Jordan back today with today's first video. And in today's first video, we're going to take a look at Tron on the 4-hour, the daily, and the weekly, and also the Tron Bitcoin pair to see if we can find any clues on what is coming next for our good friend Tron. So if that sounds good to you guys, we're not going to waste any time with this rumble jumble, right? But if you guys are new to the channel, end up liking today's content, make sure you guys smack that subscribe button right down below. I appreciate every single one of you guys that takes out of your time, out of your day to do that for me, okay? Now, let's jump down into the 4-hour chart. And as you guys can see, since we broke out of this big, giant symmetrical triangle here for Tron, right? We hit perfectly our measured move to the upside. You can see on our pump up here, right? Our first big impulse was pretty much right to our measured move, which was perfect, right? And we even went a little bit higher than that on another pump. But since that time, and since we've kind of consolidated a little bit, we were forming this kind of bull flag, right? Where we kept getting touches on the top, kept getting touches on the bottom, and now it looks like we've broken out of that bull flag. But will we get continued price action to the upside? Right now, we're not seeing huge candles. We're not seeing the type of pump we would want to see from a coin that bursts out of a bull flag like this, right? Usually you want to see a couple bigger greener candles going up or to the upside. But if we did take our measure move of our breakout of this bull flag, right? And the measure move would basically be our flagpole, right? So I'm going to be taking from this general area to the top of our flag, right? Extrapolated at our breakout point would give us a approximate price target of about 7.6 cents. So make sure you guys mark that on your chart as your upwards price target. If this fails out, right, and for whatever reason, we come back down to the downside, I do see two possible support levels here, right? I'm going to say we probably get support at either this low right here, and we double bottom and continue up. It's also our previous resistance, so maybe we just flip that with a double bottom and continue up. But if we keep dumping down, we really don't have support until our triangle down here. So worst case scenario, right, this is the bearish scenario, we break the support line and maybe we come back down, all the way back down, and retest maybe this general area here. This looks like it has a lot of confluence right about there, maybe about the 3.6 cent level. That's the worst case scenario, in my opinion, if we do not get continued bullish price action here. But I do think we're going to see some bullish price action here. We're seeing Bitcoin starting to make some moves now, and we do have this bullish divergence going on, right? Lower lows on price action, but higher lows on the RSI, which did end up pushing us up out of this bull flag. So let's see if we get continued price action here. And like I said, our measure move out of this is 7.6 cents, guys, all right? So that's the super exciting short term, right? We'll see what happens with Tron. But we know we're big believers on Tron on this channel. So guys, make sure you watch this entire video. We have good stuff coming up next, all right? So on the daily chart, you can see what our next fib targets are. And you can see our breakout point, right, which is this this orange, this purple line here is the exact same purple line here, just on the daily chart. You can see it's pretty much goes straight up to our 236 Fibonacci. So perfect confluence there as far as a breakout point and our Fibonacci retracement level from our basically our previous all-time high back here to our swing low back in March of 2020. Goes perfectly with that 236. And you can see that's right about 7.6 cents. And then after that, we have a resistance probably about 12.2 cents. So we could be seeing big moves for Tron very, very soon if it can break really our measure move target, okay? So daily chart looks good. If we zoom in here, we don't really have much on the daily as far as divergences go. So we'll keep looking at this, right? We got nothing, no kind of bearish divergence. So everything is good there. So everything is looking good for the medium term for Tron. We're really just waiting on what we do in the short term. Do we get a double bottom here and continue up, or do we break the support and move back down to 3.6 cents? We'll have to wait and see on the short term. But with this bullish, this bullish divergence, it should push us up to the upside, okay? So that's the daily chart, guys. Make sure you guys mark these Fibonacci targets on your charts to make sure where we're going next for Tron. Now let's switch on over to the weekly chart. And on the weekly chart, I always like to look at our bull market support to see where it is in relative to our current price action. So you guys know this is the 20-week EMA and the 30-week EMA, which is typically our bull market support. You can see once we broke up above it back here in May of 2020, it's been our support all the way up here in the bull market so far. And we don't want to break that in a bull market. It's typically your floor for a bull market, okay? And right now our 20-week moving average is right about about 3.4 cents, which is pretty similar to what we just said is our support if we continue down, right? So if we break down, it matches up not perfectly. This one's 3.6, but you can see like if we break down here, this week EMA will probably catch up a little bit and be right about that 3.6 cent mark. So that would make sense if we did dip here. You know, we move back down. This starts to catch up a little bit. Your 30-week starts to catch up a little bit, and then we get a bounce here. All right, so it's kind of like retesting the old highs back here. So that's our bullish factor, and that's our bull market support, guys. So watch out for this. If this happens, don't be surprised. But I mean, if Bitcoin still keeps pumping like it's been pumping today, right, we're gonna see big moves out of Tron as well. Okay, so good stuff on the long term. We also don't have any type of divergence on the weekly. You can see what really started this run for Tron was this divergence here, right, where we got higher lows in the price action and lower lows on the RSI. That's what pumped us out of our symmetrical triangle we were in right here. So good stuff there. That's why I'm also pretty confident that this bullish divergence should push us up to the upside. It already did, but we'll see if we can get continued price action on the short term. Okay, guys? Now let's switch on to the Tron Bitcoin pair. What do we have going on here? Well, we actually have the opposite on the Tron Bitcoin pair. We actually have a little bit of bearish divergence. So in the short term, we could see Tron possibly retest the bottom of this wedge that it's on the ratio. You can see this wedge, how it's playing out exactly perfectly, ever really since back in January of 2018. It's been down, up, down, up, down, up. So with this bearish divergence now, will we continue down? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if we see Bitcoin start pumping again, right? And Tron retest the bottom of this and then eventually retest the top. But you guys know these falling wedge patterns are usually bullish patterns, usually bullish reversal patterns. So eventually I'm expecting some kind of move to the upside out of this wedge. This may not be for weeks down the road, so I'm not saying it's going to happen now, but a dip on the ratio is likely after getting this bearish divergence here on the ratio, guys. So guys, just make sure you guys are aware of that possible bearish scenario. Doesn't mean the Tron USD price is going to go down. It just might mean that Bitcoin might outpace Tron in the short term, guys. So make sure you guys are watching out for that, okay? But that's the video on Tron today. I will be coming out with a second video shortly, so make sure you guys are looking out for that one. I also will be streaming today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like always, so make sure you guys don't miss out on that stream, and I'll see you guys in the next video and stream. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you're new. Press that alert box button if you are new and subscribing, and also if you are already subscribed, right, so you guys don't miss on any of my content. So I'll see you guys in the next video and stream. Peace out.